there are a plethora of curation tools available to us now. Our group decided to explore Listly. I'm going to be completely honest with you and tell you that there are a few hiccups, and it doesn't run as smoothly as it should. In order to get to Listly, the best way to get there is to use the secure link. And you do that by going to https://list.ly. The reason why you want to do this instead of just going to list.ly is because of login issues. Many people had issues logging in with just list.ly, but by going to the secure link, it seemed to fix the issue. Once you get there, go to sign in. From there, you can choose to sign in with Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or your Google account. I'm going to be using my Google account. A new window will open and you need to select your Google account. If yours isn't listed, you're going to want to add an account. You will log in with your Google credentials. So the same thing that you use to log into your Gmail or possibly to your Google Drive. Here is the main screen. From here, you can do a couple of things. You can find a list on a certain topic. So let's say that I wanted to look for different kinds of lists for pizza. I'm going to explain to you what then comes up. You can look for a list that's already created, so it's already curated with multiple articles, videos, possibly pictures, and maybe even locations. You can search for individual items. That means different articles, videos, or something that are independent that compose a list, or you can search for users. Our group decided that our focus for curation would be growth mindset. So what I did was I made a list. In order to make a list, you simply go to make a list. From there, you type in your list, what layout you want, which you can change later, a description, which you can also edit later, and you can add tags. Tags allows you to quickly find other lists and for other users to find different topics. You can choose to make it public or private. Then you make the list. I'm going to show you our list that we created. You're going to want to go to your account, which was going to be your picture and a caret pointing down. Then go to lists. Once you've created a list, it will show up here. If you're also following a list, it will show up here as well. Here is our Listly list. As of right now, there's not much in there. But I'm going to show you how you can add different items. You simply go to Add to List. From there, you select if you want to add just text. So maybe you just want to add a mock blog post about what growth mindset means to you. You could have your staff all write what they think, or maybe even your grade levels. And they can explain what they've learned possibly from all the articles that you've curated. You can add a link. You can add a photo, so you can upload a photo. So let's say that possibly you were walking down the hallway and you noticed a great bulletin board and you saw that it dealt with growth mindset because it had different levels of success when students were graded using a rubric. And you can say, I loved how this teacher commented that they're doing great and they're getting there, but there's more that they could do, and to persevere and try their hardest. You can add a video that you record, or you can search for YouTube. You can add an audio file, you can add someone else's profile, or you can add a place. I'm going to add a link. I've already found an article that I want to use, and I'm going to add the link. You simply paste your link, and then it automatically will try to find images for your new item to be on your Listly. There are multiple pages, and you can select which one you would like to use. Since this article mostly focuses on staff, I am going to make sure that my image talks about staff and isn't student based. So perhaps this one would be great because it's a teacher reflecting with students. Well, she has to have the correct growth mindset in order to do that. It will also add its own little snippet about what the article is about. Make sure that you read it and you understand what it says first off, because sometimes it might add just weird URLs or something like that. And also make sure that's what you want people to see whenever they look at it. While I'm okay with the summary that they give, I also want to edit it. And you simply just you type in the text box, but I'm going to add growth mindset for teachers and staff. And then perhaps the reason why I'm putting this on here is because it's important for us to start with our teachers in order to show them and model what a growth mindset is and how to get them there, and then they will be able to be successful passing it along to their students. You can also add another link in here if you'd like to. You can add a list, you can add quotes, you can comment on the article. Once you're done, you're going to select Save. And you'll notice that this is very similar to Pinterest in a sense, that you add something, it's kind of like a wall, but it's a list. But the nice thing about it is that you don't have to have a URL for everything. So if you have a personal video, you can simply just upload it right here instead of having to put it on YouTube and provide a URL to YouTube. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to add contributors to a list. All you do is you scroll down to the bottom, you select Invite Friends. You're going to type in the email to the person who you would like to share it with. Make sure that you use the correct email that their Listly account is associated with. Then from there, they're going to select Accept Invite and an email they get. Once that happens, it does get kind of tricky from here because it doesn't really save the list that you're contributing to. All that you would do is you would make sure that you understand which lists you can contribute to. So you would search JJE Growth Mindset. From there, it will tell you, oh, there's a list, there's items, and there's users. Well, there's our one list. From there, I would select it and then follow it, so then it's saved under your followers, so you don't have to search for it next time. The awesome thing that once you're a follower and you're a contributor, you can have up to, I believe, 10 people on one list. You can also add comments to someone's article. So perhaps you want 5th grade to read this one article. And you could tell them, I want you to go ahead and comment about what did you take out of this. The other thing that you can do is you can relist, meaning that you can have it duplicate times, or you can create another list and add the same article. You can share just this one article if you wanted to. And then also there's a voting system, which in the settings of the list, you can take off a thumbs down if you want to. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. You can also upload a header image. So what you can do here is if you have a picture of your growth mindset word cloud, you can put it there if you wanted to. And that is how you use Listly. The last step is sharing. So you could embed your list onto any digital portfolio you have, maybe your website, maybe your blog. You simply select Embed List. It will preview it, show you what all is on there. So if you wanted to take the header off, you could. If you wanted to take the tools off, you could. If you wanted to take off sharing, you could, and just show the articles, you can do that as well. And then you simply say, or you don't say, you select how you would like your list to be displayed. So this right now is just a list. It has a little picture, it has your description, and that's it. If you select gallery, it's going to do a little photo with your picture, and then people can scroll on each individual article or component that you have. You can select magazine, which is a big photo, and then the description is nice and clear. You can select slideshow, where people can click through. You can do minimal, which is just going to be text, or you can do a badge, and a badge is just a teeny tiny image. I'm going to select gallery. Then from there, you are going to, the nice thing about this feature for the embed settings is that you can change the size that you want your embed code to be, which is great. Another thing I want to point out is that as you add items, it automatically numbers them, which is nice, because you don't have to tell them, hey, go to this article on my list, try to find it. Instead, you can say, go to article number 1, or go to video number 1. So that way you can share easily and teachers know where to go and how to view materials. From here, I have to maximize my screen in order to see on this bottom left area, it will say embed. And then from there you get the embed code, so you can just copy it and then you paste it in HTML wherever you want. So this is Listly, the best that I can show you how to work it. If you have any questions, let me know. Best of luck on your curating.